What's up guys, Shane Starnes here, and I switched over from the Galaxy S20 Ultra to the OnePlus 8 Pro about a month ago, and to my surprise, I am not missing the Galaxy S20 Ultra at all. In fact, I'm totally done with the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, and I'm keeping the OnePlus 8 Pro. These are the top reasons I'm ditching the Galaxy S20 Ultra in favor of the OnePlus 8 Pro. Let's go ahead and get started. With the 8 Pro, OnePlus has finally delivered us a device with zero compromises. This is finally a flagship phone instead of a flagship killer. The OnePlus 8 Pro has every feature that I want, plus some features that I didn't know I needed. The OnePlus 8 Pro has the best display that I've ever seen on a smartphone. I really love the fact that I can do the 120 Hz refresh rate while I have QHD Plus enabled. So I'm getting all the pixels while I'm also getting all the speed, and there's just no better experience on a smartphone to date. With the Galaxy S20 Ultra, if I wanted the 120 Hz, I would have to dial it back to 1080p. And while it uses a ton of battery, it's just awesome to have QHD Plus while I'm at 120 Hz refresh rate. The screen on the OnePlus 8 Pro comes almost perfectly calibrated for natural, true-to-life colors, but they also have a vibrant mode, so I'm still able to get those punchy, vibrant colors that I like to see on an AMOLED display. This display also gets super bright, and I can see it no matter what lighting conditions I'm in. In the past, some OnePlus screens have not gotten bright enough for my taste, but this one maxes out at 1300 nits. The adaptive brightness has been massively improved when compared to previous OnePlus models. So when I go outside, my screen gets brighter and I can see everything clearly. When I come back inside, the screen goes back to the perfect brightness. So no matter what lighting situation I'm in, I can always see everything with clarity and with a bright screen. When it comes to design, I prefer the design on the OnePlus 8 Pro. While OnePlus 8 is all in on dual curved edges, in fact, they have nearly a waterfall display on the OnePlus 8 Pro. Samsung has decided to backpedal a little bit, and they have flatter displays, especially on the S20 and S20 Plus. They still have curved edges on the S20 Ultra, but those edges are not as pronounced as on the OnePlus 8 Pro. I also prefer the camera layout on the OnePlus 8 Pro, as it's more streamlined and aesthetically pleasing than the Ultra's camera layout, which is basically just a huge square brick on the back of the phone. With the tapered edges on the front and back, it just feels less boxy in the hand, less bulky, and I just feel like I'm not going to drop it as much with that matte finish on the back versus the glass slippery finish on the S20 Ultra. I also love the colors of the OnePlus 8 Pro, especially this glacial green. I think it matches perfectly with the sandstone cyan bumper case. When it comes to speed and performance, you're not going to notice much of a difference, as both of these phones have the Snapdragon 865 processor and massive amounts of RAMs. Both phones are pretty great at multitasking and opening up apps fastly. However, the OnePlus 8 Pro seems to have the slight advantage when it comes to speed and performance. With Oxygen OS, everything just feels lighter, it's less bloated. I'm able to get to what I want to get to quickly and easily. Things as simple as the Fingerprint Scanner just make this phone feel faster. The optical scanner is always accurate. It never misses my fingerprint, versus the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner on the Galaxy S Ultra, which gets my fingerprint most of the time, but there are times when I find myself having to double tap that fingerprint scanner, whereas I don't have to on the OnePlus 8 Pro. With a 30-watt warp charge and the 30-watt wireless charger on the OnePlus 8 Pro, charge times are much faster on this phone. So far, OnePlus has been super fast when it comes to updates, and I know that they're going to update this phone for years to come. And even when they stop updating the phone, OnePlus is really great about developer friendliness. I can actually root this phone, put a custom ROM on it, and continue to use this phone for years to come. Another thing that I really love about the OnePlus 8 Pro is the included customization options. I can customize this thing right out of the box. I don't have to pay for any themes like you kind of have to do with the Galaxy S20 Ultra with their theme engine. With the OnePlus 8 Pro, it has customization options to totally customize the system UI and the framework. I can even do things like customize my toggles and my notification panel, and those kind of things are what I'm looking for in a phone. It brings me back to my custom ROM days, and I'm really enjoying that experience. I know what you're thinking. There has to be an Achilles heel on the OnePlus 8 Pro, and most of you are probably thinking that the camera is that Achilles heel, and it has been in the past with devices like the OnePlus 7 Pro, but I have to tell you, this camera holds its ground against all other flagships, including the iPhone 11 Pro Max and including the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now I know that this does not have the 100 by zoom, but I still get really good 10 by zoom and I still get decent 30 by zoom. Now the 30 by zoom is pretty much not usable on the OnePlus 8 Pro, but that 10 by zoom is still pretty good. If I did miss anything at all, I probably missed the 10 by hybrid zoom on the Ultra and maybe even that 30 by hybrid zoom on the Ultra. But I just found that I don't use those features enough on the S20 Ultra to really justify the price difference. For me, it became more of a gimmick, and while I did use it on occasion, I didn't really use it enough to justify going back to that phone. Now, in all other aspects of the camera, the OnePlus 8 Pro, like I said, it holds its own against all other flagships. My friend Danny Wingett actually put together a complete camera comparison of the iPhone 11 Pro Max, the Galaxy S20 Ultra, and the OnePlus 8 Pro. You can see in his video that this camera really holds its own weight. One thing that really stuck out to me in his video is that the OnePlus 8 Pro actually has a slight advantage when it comes to low light performance. I'll be sure to include a link in the description to his complete comparison and his complete rundown. Make sure that you check out that video when you finish with this video. At the end of the day, I'm really enjoying my time with the OnePlus 8 Pro, and I don't think that the Galaxy S20 Ultra does enough to really justify that $500 price difference. In fact, I'm done with the Galaxy S20 Ultra and I'm not going back. Anyhow, guys, what do you think? How does the OnePlus 8 Pro compare to the Galaxy S20 Ultra or even the Galaxy S20 Plus? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That about wraps it up for this video. Thanks, guys, for watching. Be blessed, and I'll see you in the next one.